Hi. Today we're going to tap on your emotional reaction to a person. Like, a lot of my clients come to me and they are so activated emotionally, so triggered by their ex-husband's doing regarding their kids or what they did to them, and they find themselves unable to forgive. And I know that word is, I don't like this word because there is too much attachment to that word. Like, a lot of people attach all kinds of things to forgiveness, and forgiveness very often is translated, when you've been a victim of something, to what they did was okay and I need to let it go. That's not at all what I mean when I talk about forgiveness. What I mean when I say forgiveness, and I'm going to start describing it in a very different way, is letting go of the emotional attachment to what happened and to that person. And it's a negative emotional attachment, it's a negative emotion, and it does not hurt them. It does not make them pay for what they did or what they're still doing. It makes you and your body pay the price of that. So it's crucial that, and I'm talking from experience, that you find a way to release that story emotionally. And if you want, you can give it to God once you are emotionally neutral. Because if you're not calming and disassociating the emotion from the person or the event, you cannot release it fully. It's still alive in you emotionally. So, like I said, a lot of moms are like feeling some kind of very strong emotional reaction towards their ex-husband, but it can be anybody who you feel have betrayed you in some way or is creating damage with your kids. That was my personal story, like the damage that the father has inflicted to the kids, the suffering, anyway. And forgiveness is definitely a journey, and tapping can help so much. So today we're going to do tapping. I'm also creating a meditation to go about that on a spiritual level, because when you go up to the spiritual level, it's so much easier to forgive, to let go of the negative emotional reaction that is attached to that. So I'm going to ask you to connect. Think about that person and what they're doing or what they have done or what they're constantly doing, because sometimes it's the case when the kids are with the father, they're doing things that infuriate you. What is it for you? And what do you feel about it? I suspect strong anger, maybe even rage, I don't know. But I'm going to call it anger in this tapping. If that's something else for you, pick whatever is true to you. And where do you feel it in your body? I'm going to call it this fire in my body. You describe exactly what you feel. Give it, if you can, an image and a sensation. Like, is it hot? Is it cold? Is it big? Is it small? And where is it in your body? Now, once you have identified that, what level is it at? What is the intensity of the reaction and the sensation? From 0 to no reaction, and 10 to it's overwhelming. And here we go. Even though when I think about that person, and you can even give that name, that person, the name of that person, the more precise we step in, the better. I feel so angry. And I have this fire of anger in my body. I love and accept myself completely. And I accept what I feel. Even though when I think about that person, I feel so angry. And I have this fire in my body, this sensation. I choose to love and accept myself completely. And I give permission to my body to process and release. Even though when I think about that person, I feel so angry, I choose to love and accept myself completely. And I give my body permission to process and release and to guide me. Take a deep breath. This person, this anger, by the way, if you yawn, it's amazing. It's energy release. This sensation in my stomach. This person, the way they have to make me react. This strong emotional reaction. I wish I could be more neutral. This emotional reaction in my body. This person. This anger. What they did. All this anger in my body. All this anger in my body. This sensation in my body. This fire. This person and what they did. Now, we're gonna go into more details. If you could give a title to what they did and why you're mad at them, and it may be several events, if you could give a title to all the events. For example, if it is that they are doing stuff that are not okay with your kids, you can say the way they act with my kids, the way they don't protect my kids, the way they are not a father to my kids. If that's the father of your kids, that's something else, somebody else. Give a title to what they're doing as best as you can. Let's start on that. Even though that's what they're doing, and think about your title. It makes me feel so angry. I choose to love and accept myself. And I choose to love myself and take care of myself in the way of releasing that negative emotion and to free myself from it. Even though that's what they're doing or that's what they did. And I feel so much anger. And I have this sensation in my body. Sorry. I choose to love and accept myself. And I choose to process and release for me because I love myself. What they're doing or what they did. How it's not okay. It is not okay what they're doing or what they did. how this anger, this sensation in my body, this fire in my body, giving myself permission to release. And it doesn't mean that it's okay what they did. It doesn't mean that what they're doing is okay and who they are with me is okay, or with my kids. I choose to release this anger. I choose to free myself for me, because it's healthier, because it's a way for me to be happier. It is safe to release. It is safe to free myself. Now stop and think about that person and see what you feel when you think about that person and what they're doing or they have done. And see how you react as far as emotion, how high is the emotion, and the sensation in your body. If it went lower than when we first started tapping, it's perfect. If it's not yet as low as you would like it to be, if you don't feel free enough from that person and that reaction, go back to the beginning and redo the tapping until now. I'm also going to ask you to take a sip of water, because especially with anger, it's so deep and so strong. You want to help when we tap, there is a lot of energy movement in the body, so we want to drink water. And now, if you're low enough on the intensity, we're gonna close with 1 or 2 rounds of positive. Even though all that happened, I feel way freer. And I'm happy with that progress. And I'm excited to see the results in my life. I'm excited to be freer. I'm excited to be happier. I am proud of myself for showing up for myself. Excited to be freer and lighter. Making a commitment to finish healing that matter with that person. Letting go sometimes happens in layers. And I will address the layers as they come up with tapping, with any other tools that I know. Feeling happier and freer. Take a deep breath. Happier, freer. Take a deep breath. Being more grounded in my power. Take a deep breath. Taking back my power from this person. Take a deep breath. On the road to being done with that matter. Happier, freer, and more powerful. Now take a deep breath. See where you are Think about that person, what they're doing, what they did, how they betrayed you, whatever they did. And if you want to continue the work to a more spiritual level, I invite you to visit my website. I have a meditation for sale that will help you perceive this situation and this person in a way more spiritual level, and will help you heal at an even higher level. That's it for today. If you have questions, post them below. Suggestions for future tapping sessions, as long as they have to do with being a better parent, being a better mother, we can't compartmentalize ourselves. So there are many improvements that we can make that will make us better parents. And if you haven't liked this video or subscribe to the channel, please do so, because we will reach more mothers out there. Bye for now.